You see the vagina opening, which is the hole that your menstrual fluid comes out of. Do not wash inside that hole because you don't have any business there. You do not. Hello G gang, welcome to yet another exciting episode on the channel. It's good to be back. If this is your first time seeing my face, my name is Gloria Obo, and please do not make it your last. Do stick around and enjoy every single one of my content. So guys, on today's wellness episode, I'll be talking about a topic that is very, very important, and I chose this topic because over time people have had several misconceptions about this particular thing. And when I hear people talk about it, and I'll be like, gosh, just when you don't know about something, don't talk about it, or just do your research or something. Like, you can't just be throwing information out there and be, I don't know, misleading other people into believe things that are not true. So on today's episode, I'll be talking about myths and misconceptions that surrounds the vagina. In this sense, people always have several things to say about vagina, most especially the other gender. You know that gender, guys, I'm not going to mention it. That gender just have things to say about the women's genital, and they don't even have these things for them to even understand the concept of most things, but they just go about throwing random information here and there, and that is why I'm here today. I want to correct a couple of them, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So do stick around. Without further ado, let us get into it. Number one, the vagina becomes loose from too much sex. Like how? Guys, how? Basically, the vagina is made up of tissue and muscles, and it does not become loose. The vagina only becomes loose from age and childbirth. And when we say even loose, not like loose the way men always portray it. Basically, a woman that has not had a child before, you cannot say a vagina is loose, because during sexual intercourse, because that is when men will say, oh, they are having like one-on-one interaction with a woman's vagina. So during sexual intercourse, the vagina tends to like expand, like it expands, because on a normal day, when a woman is not like lubricated before the course of sexual intercourse, it is very hard for a man to like penetrate, or their partner to like penetrate. It is hard. So lubrication happens when a woman is like fully aroused, and subsequently her body expands to accommodate. That's the word. It expands to accommodate a man's genital. Not you saying, oh yeah, the vagina is so loose. No, basically arousal of a woman increases her chances, or increases the chances of the vagina to like expand to accommodate. So it's like heightened pleasure, heightened expanse. I think for most of you that might not believe this, probably if you have partners, try like penetrating your partner when like she's not like sexually active, and see if your dick would actually go in. So if it doesn't go in, guys, then come on, what have you been saying? So please, you should get that thought, kill that thought. Do not say a woman's vagina is too wide or it is expanded. No, it's that the expansion only happens during sexual intercourse, and when there's no sexual intercourse, it fuses back and it goes back to normal. So if you think, or you've ever said a woman's vagina is wide, please swallow it. I've not had a child before, but this, I'm saying this based on people like, okay, my cousins that I know that, oh, when she had a baby, I had a conversation with her, and we had a conversation. Even my friend has she had a child, and she was like, oh, Ofure, okay, my other name is Ofure. She was like, oh, Ofure, it can never remain the same. It never. So I'm speaking from stories that people have told me, that people that have children or they've had a child. Not like it becomes wide like my head, like I said. It just like changes from what it used to be to what it has become due to the process it has gone through. Number two, discharge from the vagina is abnormal. Guys, come on. Discharge from the vagina is not abnormal. It is abnormal in most cases, and I'll go there, but let's talk about the fact that it is not abnormal first of all. So on a normal day, I'll keep saying this, your vagina has the good bacteria and the bad bacteria. The thing is, the good bacteria must not reduce for the bad bacteria to thrive. Do you understand? So the fact that your vagina has to be more acidic than alkaline is very, very important. So the fact that this reaction is taking place helps to like cleanse the vagina. So anybody or any anything that's not supposed to be there, any strange bodies or anything, it literally like flushes it out. And most times the lubrication the vagina has is just to like keep that area really moist, because your vagina is not supposed to be dry even when you are not like in the process of having intercourse. It has to be moist, because being moist helps you prevent like an overgrowth of bad bacteria, help you prevent you picking up random infections and diseases. It just helps you like balance out your pH level and every good thing. So a moist vagina is basically for your own good. It keeps everything regulated, regular temperature, regular pH level, and you are good to go. So people that are always saying, oh, discharge is abnormal, or a vagina that is wet when there is no sexual activity is abnormal, please get the thought. This is 2023. That does not work. The vagina is meant to be moist, because that helps keep the vagina healthy, bacteria free, and just all the good things. Just keep it in, when you say resting face, when you have that resting face. So that's just it. It's just a resting face for the vagina to just stay healthy and thrive. So if you have ever thought of it the other way around, please rewind and dead that thought. Also, the wetness of the vagina is determined by the level of estrogen production. So the higher level, if you have a very high level of estrogen production, the higher the vagina discharge will be. But if you have like a normal one, the normal vaginal discharge will be. And for the bad discharge, so usually a vaginal discharge when nothing is wrong with your vagina, when you are healthy down there, is usually odorless. Yes, it comes in different forms. Most times it might be really thick, whitish, and most times it stems from ovulation sometimes, or just the normal wetness the vagina has on a regular day. So if you are seeing something out of the ordinary, probably your discharge is like yellowish, or it is smelly, or it is not, what you feel like on a normal day down there. I think every lady knows how they feel like when everything is fine, and when something changes, like no, this is not the girl I know, this is not how it used to be. You definitely know these things. So when you see any change like that, change in color, probably yellow or red, or maybe colors that are just not part of what a normal healthy vaginal discharge should be, see your doctor. I would always tell you that go and see your doctor, go and see a gynecologist. Do not even hesitate, because you might be saving yourself from future problems. So vaginal discharge, it is very, very, very normal. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It is only abnormal in several cases where it is shifting from what you know to what you don't know. And most times it might just be your body changing or reacting to something. It might not be anything, but it's always wise for you to see your doctor to make sure that you are on the safe side. Number 3, the vagina needs to be cleaned. Guys, this part is very, very important. Please pay attention. So, for example, this is a vagina. You are seeing it at face value, like you are looking at it like this. What you see, like when you look at it, is not the vagina. What you see when you look at it is the vulva. Literally, and the vulva has like sub-components or sub-parts or subgroups. So when you like look, the first thing not like you're looking inside, like when you look first face value, that is the vulva. So part of the vulva, that's where we have the labia minora. Then the outer skin, we have the labia majora. Then we have the clitoris. Then we have the vagina opening, which is the hole that menstrual fluid comes out of. So guys, the fact that most people feel like the vagina is the outer part, no, it is wrong. So let me correct that misconception. Face value is the vulva. Then subdividing the vulva is the clitoris in the middle, the labia majora in the outer part, the labia minora, the inner part, then the vagina opening. So when they tell you do not wash your vagina, they are not saying don't wash your clitoris, or don't clean around your clitoris, or don't clean your labia minora, or don't clean your labia majora. No, they are literally telling you see the vagina open, which is the hole that your menstrual fluid comes out of. Do not wash inside that hole, because you don't have any business there. You do not wash inside. Literally, that part of your body cleanses itself. That is where all that is supposed to happen. That is where the fact that, oh, okay, you have a vagina, your vagina is healthy, or you have an infection. That is where all the drama happens. Inside the hole that your menstrual fluid comes out from, inside the hole you insert your tampon, that is your vagina. So when you are washing, you can always clean the outer part, clean your clitoris, clean your labia minora, clean your labia majora. Literally, you can use feminine hygiene soap. And guys, for the records, feminine hygiene soap are probably the ones that don't have stains. Not probably, the ones that do not have stains or any sort of perfume are healthier, because I know there are feminine wash that gynecologists will even recommend, but those wash are not for the hole that your tampons go in. Those wash are for the outer parts, your clitoris, the region, your vulva, basically, not inside, guys, not inside. And I'm really emphasizing this because people always mistake it for the vagina. Like, the thing is, you see that inside, don't touch it. You see the entrance, touch it to a very, very little extent. You get it? But you see the outer part, the guys, please listen attentively. And I'm not saying this again, because I've had conversations with people that they don't even know what their vagina is. Your vagina is like inside, okay? So guys, it is okay to wash your vulva, not wash like you're scrubbing gym or you're scrubbing your blanket or a towel. No, you are basically cleaning for that space to be healthy and just smell fresh and nice. You know what I'm talking about? So guys, aside that, every other part, your cervix, your vagina walls, leave them alone. It cleanses itself. It knows what to do. It's like a machine that's been automated. It cleans, it brings out whatever is not supposed to be there, it leaves what is supposed to be there. So don't touch it, don't disrupt your pH because you are trying to be a very clean person, guys. No, it's a no. So that's it. Number 4, this one is also very, very important. You hear people say, I shifted her womb, the opposite gender. You hear them say, oh, I shifted her womb. Oh, she was screaming because her womb was shifting. No, literally, you are educated. You shouldn't say that, because if you understand anatomy or the biology of a woman, you know that this is, let me explain something to you guys. This is the vagina. This is the vagina opening. Towards me is the cervix. So after the vagina wall, we have the cervix. So the cervix serves as a gateman, like a gatekeeper. So this is, for example, this is the cervix here. It blocks the entrance to the uterus. So this is like the cervix. So the cervix is like a mucous wall, and it is there to protect your uterus. It only opens up in cases of childbirth. So anybody telling you, oh, I shifted a womb, please, no, you cannot shift somebody's womb. Yes, your genital or a male genital can touch the walls of your cervix or the outer part of your cervix, but it is not touching your uterus. So anybody that says, oh, I shifted a womb, no, you did not. You were just basically eating a cervix. That was what you were doing. So then the thought of you saying, oh, when you say that to people that know these things and understand these things, you sound like, like people like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, you don't know what you're saying. So no, guys, you cannot shift a woman's womb. You can only penetrate the vagina. You can hit the cervix wall or the entrance of the cervix, and that's it. Okay, so then you start to say, oh, I shifted. No, you did not. Okay, thank you. Number 5. People saying condoms and tampons can get lost in the vagina. No, it cannot get lost in the vagina. So basically, like I said before, we have the vagina opening, we have the vagina wall, then we have the cervix. The cervix serves as a gateway. So nothing can go past the cervix except it opens up during childbirth. Okay, so if you ever get the position of your tampons being misplaced in your vagina or a condom being misplaced, if you've tried your possible best and you couldn't get it out, just go to the hospital. It's nothing to be ashamed about. It is normal. Tampons get missing. it is very, very normal. So if you try to feel for it and you cannot feel for it, or you couldn't find it, it is easy. Just go straight to the hospital and they help you to pull it out. So you can never get missing. I heard somebody said that if a tampon gets missing, it goes into your intestine, and like, guys, you know, like, it's very easy to understand the anatomy of a human body. Even though I am not a doctor or I'm not a nurse, like, I think we all did basic biology. So there are some things that I feel like we should not take into this 2023. Anything that we are not sure of, like I do, I take my time to learn it. So don't, how you say tampon will get to your intestines, like, that's like another part of your body. Even if it's still the same body, just like I keep saying, the cervix is there as a gatekeeper to prevent unwanted bodies to proceed further where it is not supposed to go. So guys, it's important we understand these things, so we will not keep talking about these misconceptions and saying things that are not real. Okay, so thank you guys. I hope you really learned from this episode, and I hope the things we used to say and the things we used to think are true that are not true, we learned from this and we'll stop saying them and we'll act accordingly. Thank you guys for staying tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. I think at this point your comments are actually very, very important to me, like I say, because they just give me the push to like keep going. So if you have any questions, you can always drop them in the comment section and I will answer them to the best of my ability, and the one I cannot answer, we'll take them to your health practitioner. So thank you guys for staying tuned. I will see you in the next episode.